Hello, Leo. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps the channel to grow, and I thank you all for your support. Um, Now, Leo, I was shuffling for your energy for some messages that Spirit would like for to come through for you. But I just got to say that I feel like a lot of you are in what feels like to me kind of a I'm hearing dismal but tranquil space, or you're trying to get in a tranquil space after dealing or finding yourself in something that is a dismal experience for you. Now, some messages that came out um, for you, Leo, is you have watch your back. Okay. The first thing that's coming through about this, Leo, is you see how there's this fly swat and there's like this fly. So something is an annoyance to you, is a pestilence for you. There's something that you have been trying to remove, or something that's been affecting you or bothering you. You've been trying to deal with. You've been trying to swat it away, remove it. And whatever you're doing to do that, there's a need for you to watch your back in your approach, or there's a need to re-examine how you've gone about trying to swat away something or someone that has, I'm hearing, is a pest for you now. Is a pest, is an annoyance, is a bother. And you're trying to just get rid of it. There may be a need for you to be mindful about how you go about doing that. But I also feel that something that is becoming a bother or issue now, there's a need for you to watch your back, because it can become a bigger issue for you if you don't take the measures to swat it away, to get rid of it, to deal with it. You also have adventure risk. So some of you are on an adventure, something new that you're embarking upon, where you are in territory that's unknown, but that you are treading nonetheless. For others of you, there's a risk that you are taking, or there may be a need for you to be mindful of some new journey or something new you're looking to embark upon, because there's a need to be mindful of the risk involved. Something will or is putting you in deep ass waters, right? The thing is, you don't want to drown while you're diving deep. For some of you, there's a need to dive deep emotionally about something that is a risk, or about you deciding whether or not to embark upon a new journey, or go in a new direction, or try something new. Now, I do feel that for some of you, Leo, there's a decision you're needing to make, or there's a decision that you have made. I feel that this decision is around you avoiding a disaster, or it's around you making drastic changes. It could be both. For some of you, it's a decision about something that is now a disaster, or you see as a disaster as a result of your decision or the lack of the decision. But I also feel that there's a focus for you, Leo, on you wanting peace of mind, peace in a situation. You are wanting a truce, perhaps with someone, or you wanting to come to peace or come to some sort of truce within yourself. Nonetheless, decisions are needing to be made. You do have well, let's start with what was at the bottom of the deck that I thought was interesting. And you have danger. Okay, that's a 56, which breaks down to an 11. And so for me, that is speaking about justice, the need to balance or make right decisions, or be careful about decisions that you're making because they have consequences to them. And with danger here, there's a need to be mindful about some trouble that you may be experiencing that could result in legal ramifications for you if you do not watch your back, and if you do not, I'm hearing for some of you, stop taking risk towards, because you're taking risk towards this. But there is some sort of danger that is lurking if you don't nip something in the bud, if you don't straighten up and fly right, if you don't make whatever is the issue, whether it's coming from you or coming from something or someone else, or all is involved with what I'm saying here. If you don't watch your back and address this, deal with this, and stand in your personal power and confidence. And also, I feel like you need to draw on your will and determination to do this. It may be something you don't want to do, you're reluctant to do. Maybe you don't know how to do, or you hope it just goes away, but it's not going to. For some of you, there's a need for you to take a leap of faith with what needs to happen here. Whatever this is, you know what I'm talking about. Because you have confusion here. What's interesting here is that with confusion, this is a 47 breaking down to 11, keeping in mind that danger is here too. And that was a 56 breaking down to 11. So there's a lot to do with karma here. There's something karmic happening, Leo. And for some of you, whatever this karmic situation is, connected to a matter or person or whatever this is that is the focus, this for some of you could very well have some legal ramifications for you, depending on how you making your moves or not making them. But also it heavily has to do with you being balanced, making the right decisions, doing the right thing. For some of you, you may be having issues with needing to do the right thing, or believing that there's something you have to do because it's owed or due, or you see it that way. Only you know that. But just know that whatever you are dealing with, you're experiencing some confusion around it. And there's a need for you to get clear and to get clarity, to remove the confusion. You may be torn within yourself about what to do or not to do, or that you don't want to do, or what you have to do. Whatever it is you are experiencing confusion around it, and it needs to be cleared. You also have partnership. So, for a lot of you, this is concerning a relationship. This is a 31 breaking down to a 4. So this is a focus on your stability may be at stake here, or you see that your stability or instability is the focus, where there's a challenge here and there's a need to resolve it. But this is also, for breaking down to a 4, the Emperor. Okay, so there's a need for you to get some order and organization and structure, and work on building what needs to happen here in order to have stability. For some of you, there's something that needs containment. For some of you, there's a need to secure something, or be mindful to focus on your security. I also feel, with it breaking down to a 4 and relating to the Emperor can also speak to authority. So the authorities may already be involved or have been involved or may become involved in this situation if you don't get a clear focus and an ability to control or get a situation under control or get yourself under control here as it relates to a partnership. There may be someone that you are involved with or someone who is the focus where there's a need to bring some order to the situation. There's a need for you to take the lead. Or you may be experiencing where you may feel controlled, or someone is being aggressive or out of control with you, or you could be doing this. So let's take a look and see what messages come through for you, Leo. There's a need for you to be mindful to avoid a disaster. There's something that you're wishing for, that you're wanting to get done, that you've paused because you're focusing on how to have success or the way to create something. Some of you are trying to figure out creatively how to leave something or someone. Spirit, what does Leo need to know? For some of you, there's a need for you to bring something to an end. There's a situation you need to bring to an end, or a situation is coming to an end. There's a need for you to move away from a negative situation, either playing out in your mind or that's going on around you or that you are connected to, and move to calmer waters and get peace of mind with it. You are seeking answers, reflecting. Some of you are in hermit mode where you are isolating yourself or you're withdrawn. Some of you may feel very alone about what you are experiencing, even though you may have others around you. But you are looking to see how to nurture, how to take care and work on something to have success and see comfort for yourself in the situation. And there's a need for you to be very practical about how you go about doing that. And some of you, there's a need for you to pause, to stop what you're doing and really consider what's going on, because you may need to make a sacrifice, or there may be a need to surrender, but certainly there's a need to look at what the alternatives are. For some of you, what you're going through is causing you delays, causing you setbacks, causing you to feel stuck. Spirit, what do Leos need to know? What do Leos need to know? You are seeking opportunities, some of you. But it's the kind of opportunity that you're not completely satisfied with, or is that you only see that that's all that's left as an opportunity. And so it's like you may see something only as it's the best it's going to be, or you need to seize it because that's all that's going to be, or all there is. Some of you are being extended an offer opportunity that you're not sure you want to take, or you do want to take, but there's some sadness around it for wanting it, or for taking it, or even for presenting it for some reason. Spirit, what does Leos need to know? What do the Leos need to know? I'm going to use the horseshoe spread for this, Leo. Calls for less cards than the Celtic cross. So we're going to take a look at what is in your recent past that's influencing your present. And then we're going to see where you are in the present, current energy or situation. Some of you are very worried and stressing. Some of you are thinking about being single, or you don't want to be single, or you are focused on, what you need to gain or how to be resourceful. Spirit, what is in the future for the Leos? What is Leo's attitude in the situation for the month of remaining month of February 2020. What is Leo's concern, worry about? What is Leo's challenge? And what is Leo's likely outcome that can act as advice? You're very much in your emotions, Leo. Some of you feel very content, feel very emotionally satisfied. Others of you are needing to get control of your emotions and figure out and take more accountability and responsibility towards doing what needs to happen that's best for you or best for the situation or your partnership or connection that gives you emotional peace and emotional contentment and satisfaction here. And for some of you, it's causing you some distress because what needs to be done is something that even though it would be best, it may not be what you want to do. So we're going to also take a look at the bottom of the deck to see what is the overall energy surrounding you, Leos. Okay? But yeah, this feels like a real serious time for you, or there's a need for you to get serious about what you're looking at, dealing with, going through, or needing to address. Because it feels like if you continue without doing what needs to happen, yeah, you got challenges here. 5 of Wands. So there's some sort of strife, there's struggle here, there's competition. There could be a lot of communication, but it's harsh communication, right? When there's struggle here, there's a tug here. But there's also a need to figure out how to change this. You have this person in blue. There's a need to communicate to change all the distress, the duress, the struggle, the bickering, the strife here. But also, you know, you see this person has these flowers in the back of him while all this is going on here. There's a need to bring harmony to the situation. I do feel that with this 5 of Wands, these are matters or a situation or a connection that the ability to bring harmony, to create the necessary change here, to diffuse whatever is causing havoc and difficulties, it can occur, it can be done. They are not, it's challenging, but it's not like the 5 of Swords. There's just a lot of passion around this. But there's a need to address it. Spirit, what do the Leos need to know? You may have had some struggles or strife in the past where there was a competition, being at odds in yourself or with another or others or both, or what you are having a lot of passion about, that your will is in the fray of this. What do the Leos need to know? Thank you. Let's see, Leo, what comes up for you. Thank you, Spirit. At the bottom, the overall energy is the 6 of Pentacles. So this card wanted to come up too. And behind that is death. So for some of you, a Scorpio could be the focus. But what I'm seeing here with the 6 of Pentacles is the overall energy and death here. There's something you are either looking to make big changes with, or that you're looking to bring to an end, or that's coming to an end. I feel like you're saying goodbye to something or someone, or there's a need to say goodbye to something or someone, or there's a challenge with doing that. With the 6 of Pentacles, you may be looking to give to something else, or you are no longer giving, but there is a focus on give and take here. There's a focus on, this could be a focus on money, but I feel like you are, for some of you, choosing to give to something else, or you're at a space of trying to balance in a real way what to give to, because what you give to means that there's something or someone else that you're having to let go of, that you're having to say goodbye to, or bring to an end, because you can't give to both. And so you're at a space of what is it that you want to create? Okay? What is it that you want to create? What do you want to give to? And in making that choice, considering what is best for you, what's going to make you happy, and what's going to bring you balance here. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Chariot. So for some of you, a Cancer is the focus. And so Leo, with the Chariot here, you see that he is pulling these oxen, if you will, this cattle along, that's pulling this person along. So I feel like in the recent past, you have been dealing with obstacles and challenges involving at least one other person, or this has been how someone has been towards you, where you have been trying to move forward and carry someone and take someone to another destination. You want to arrive in the recent past. You wanted to arrive somewhere else, or arrive somewhere with someone that you may have been carrying in the recent past, that you were helping out, or someone was helping you out to move forward and to sort through the obstacles. Those obstacles may have been emotional. I feel like in the recent past, you may have had a clear focus, or someone had a clear focus, and the other person was riding along. For others of you, you were going with the flow and letting someone else take the lead in a situation that, by you going with the flow, you see how she's sitting up there on all that grass. To sit up there, it should be comfortable, but when you're traveling terrain with these bulls that's carrying this, it could get a little tricky sitting up there. You have to really be mindful of your stability. And see, she's wearing all this red. You have to really be mindful of your stability, your security, your ability to sit up there and not fall, right? And so in the recent past, you may have been dealing with someone being very stubborn, very determined and focused about getting to or going a certain way, or doing things a certain way. And you were going with the flow. You were going along with that, but doing that took effort. Now, some of you experienced a victory where you may have had to get your emotions in check, or with what your focus was, needing to really dig your heels in and kind of be inflexible, where someone else, where they may be involved, had to follow you, had to do it your way. But there's an air of taking control in the recent past, or needing to, or someone was in control. Now at present, you do have this Page of Swords, and he's holding this lamp as if to light the way, or get more illumination, more clarity. So there may be some news or communication at present that you're looking for, or that's coming in, or you may be trying to be clear on what new considerations need to be realized, understood, gained, or conveyed, or received. But this here with the Page of Swords, you also could be spying, or someone could be spying on you. But pages bring about messages and news. You may be trying to illuminate and see what needs to be cut out in order for you to move forward, or in order for you to take control, or in order for you to go with the flow. But this is this air of trying to get clarity or gain any new information that could be available, or looking for news. I also feel this is about you illuminating the truth. Like really truly seeing what the truth is at present. I also feel that you're on guard. And you are in protective mode. You are in protective mode, or there's a need to be in protective mode. You may also sense that something is coming and you're trying to be prepared for it. But in the future, you do have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, this here is a new opportunity, new offer, or something new with the potential to exist that has an emotional component to it, something that makes you happy. Now this Ace of Cups could be new love. This could be self-love. This could be you receiving an offer, something that you were waiting to get news about at present that comes in the future. Or this is you having a new consideration about love. Or this is you protecting yourself and having self-love with regard to love in a connection. Or this is just simply you looking for news regarding an opportunity or offer. This is also about, seeing how to find a new way to heal something with this Ace of Cups, to refresh or renew a connection, if you will. For some of you, this is about finding love in the future, giving love or receiving it. Now, this may be you in the future make a decision about where you're going to give your love, or where you're going to receive it. It's also possible with the Ace of Cups, someone gives something to you, or you are giving something to someone as an offer of help or a token of appreciation. Your attitude in this is the Seven of Swords. With this Seven of Swords, I feel like this is you looking to bring an end to any deceptiveness, bring an end to lies. This is you focusing on getting peace of mind. This is you focusing on escape. Some of you, you may be strategizing here because she's sitting there and all the knives on the table. You may be looking to put it all on the table, communicate and put it all on the table because you want to perhaps return to something that needs to be discussed. Or you may be trying to figure out how to balance something out. Or you're trying to have an exchange here between yourself and someone else. where you're not sabotaging the situation or being sabotaged. You may be focused on not being taken advantage of here with this Seven of Swords. But you may be done running and you want to give to a situation or receive in a situation or have the kind of exchange that's going to allow success and balance for your thinking behind this, your strategy behind this, you wanting to escape or get away or address any behavior of being taken advantage of and bring balance to this. You may want to bring it into the lives, whether this is going on just inside you about something or about yourself or to do with someone else. I also feel this is you not running anymore. Your concern is this Page of Pentacles. So you're concerned about how to work on this, or you may be concerned about what to do with this Page of Pentacles. You may be concerned or worried about what you may learn. And you may be concerned about how little you can make happen here. You could be concerned about money or concerned about news or concerned about how you do things or how someone else is doing things. Your challenge is the Ten of Swords. So the challenge here is how to bring something that's been very difficult, that's been very stressful to an end. Or how to resurrect a situation and bring the difficulties and the drama and the stress and the problems and the complications to an end and have peace. Okay, whether it's a peaceful departure or a peaceful reconnection. But there's something that the challenge is how to get peace with something very difficult and very painful and bring it to an end or avoid the ending. But there's an ending needed to your mental stress, agony, problems, complications around this. And so you want to balance it, and your likely outcome is going to be the Seven of Wands. And so the Seven of Wands, I feel like this is you acting in a space of valor. Okay? That you are going after what you want, even if challenging. And there may be someone that you want to pursue. It's like you want to bring an end to the challenges and the defensiveness. And so you're going to focus on that. How to dissolve. And you may be laying down your guard and just embracing the situation, or focusing on how to embrace a situation that you may have been on guard about. For some of you, with these two people, there's several people here, so someone is watching. There is some watching here. I feel like for some of you, you're no longer resisting something that's been a challenge. But with the Seven of Wands, for some of you, it's time. It's like it's time See that clock here? To stop resisting something, to stop fighting something, and make peace with it. Or find a way to connect with someone or a situation or whatever that's been the challenge or has put you on guard or put you on a defense, or that you've been resisted or resisting, and find a way to make peace with it so that you can lay down your guard. Now you have 1 7 here and you have 2 7s here. So your thoughts move into action. Your thoughts move into action here. And you also have the Chariot, which is a 7. So there's a lot of emotion around this. There's been some obstacles. There's been a need to navigate, a need to overcome, a need to have emotional control, and a need to be focused and to know what your objective is or needs to be. And with 7s here, this is also talking about having confidence, having ability, being encouraged, knowing what needs to be sustained, knowing where you need to have discretion, and focusing on where and how to have progress. And for some of you, this is around the psychology of a matter or situation, and you trying to determine what you need to do as you deal with it through the influences the situation or the person has on you and the way you are being caused to think. So let's take a look at what some guidance is for you, Leo. So there's some challenges along the way here, but for some of you, you're no longer going to resist. For some of you, you're going to figure out how to make peace with the struggles between yourself and someone else, or you're just going to make peace for yourself about who you're thinking about or who you're focusing on. That lets you stand on higher ground in a situation or through your actions, and where you're going to give or receive or have a give and take, and how you're going to go about creating this and seeing success mutually, but definitely success for you. And with pages here, you have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles here. There is, for some of you, a focus on a child or children, or a focus on the need for maturity, or dealing with a situation that's in its beginning stages, or there is new concepts needed, or there's a need for communication, there's a need to work on things, there's a need to do things in a new and practical way. With the focus of having balance, but making sure that whatever balance you achieve, even if it's to create it for yourself and others, to ensure that that balance definitely is befitting you. Spirit, what is the guidance for Leos? Some of you are struggling with giving into a connection. Some of you are struggling with finding yourself giving into a connection that is challenging, that you should be resisting, or that you don't want to be a party to, or that you shouldn't be a party to. And there's a need to get balanced with that. And remember, in the messages in the beginning, there are risks being taken, or there's a need to be mindful of the risks that you're taking. But also, for some of you, depending on the deceptions or the betrayal or lies that could be here, or that you may be deceiving yourself with, or someone may be deceiving you, or that you're needing to escape, or that you're needing to stand up to, that you're having difficulties bringing to an end. that it may be something that really needs to be addressed right now, because there's an air of danger if you don't, because the authorities could be involved, or this could turn out to be a legal matter, or this may already be a legal matter and authorities are involved, and there's a need for you to now see, where you need to go, and go, because you need to have stability and to get rid of the confusion for yourself here in this situation. Spirit, what is the guidance for Leos? With the energies in this spread, what is the guidance for the Leos? Can we have guidance, please, for the Leos? This isn't easy, what's happening here. Thank you. You have Zebra. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Let go of the fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times in this situation. Someone renders you powerless for some of you, and they know how to make you lower your guard when you probably shouldn't. And what's underneath this is Kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Okay? And so I feel that this is speaking to your need to get clear on the situation that you need to be able to draw on your experience about, you need to be able to find comfort and harmony with, and you need to be able to overcome and, have some compassion in the situation, but definitely towards yourself, and gain the assurance that's needed, or act from a space of kindness, but have your emotions in check and a clear focus. There's a need for self-discipline here. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.